So let's talk about relationships. I'm glad to be here with you again. Let's talk about relationships today. All right, so relationships are important no matter who you are. Relationships are important. So we can say all day, relationships are not important to me. I don't care about being with somebody. But relationships are important because everything is a relationship. You know, every person in your life is a relationship. And then if you go even deeper, let's get deep with it, deeper into our consciousness and our understanding. Our relationship with everything around us is a relationship. You have a relationship with nature. I hope you have a relationship with nature. Some of us need to get back to that relationship and allow it to feed us and reciprocate. But you have a relationship with your home, whether it makes you feel good or not, whether you like it or not, whether you want to get rid of it and break up or divorce it. You have a relationship with your car. You have a relationship with everything. So relationships are so important, especially with other people. Okay? So it doesn't matter who you are, relationships are important. And so the last post that I just made said the relationship that you are looking for is not in another city. So what I am saying is that a lot of times we are searching and searching for something. We don't know what it is that we're searching for, but we get that feeling like, I think I should move. I think I should move. I think I should go somewhere else because in Atlanta, there's a lot of people, or in Houston, they got more men, or in Miami, they got more women, or in New York. And we have this ideal in our mind that there's something we're missing and it is somewhere else in another city. So, guess what? When you feel that way, that's actually a root chakra issue. That's a root chakra. This is a chakra bookmark that I give my clients when they come for a session and when they're in the program. That's a root chakra issue when you feel the need to pick up and go. So think of yourself as a tree. You are a plant. You have roots. If your roots were grounded and solid, you would feel stable and secure and like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm in my purpose. I'm connected to what I need to be connected to. I feel supported. I feel stable in who I am. I can tell you what I stand for because I'm standing on these strong roots. And I feel like I got the folks around me that are supposed to be around me. I got the connections I need. That's root chakra. When it's open and flowing, when you're having some imbalances in the root chakra area, that's when you start to feel like I'm missing something. So the root chakra is the physical part of our being, feeling stable. So it keeps you well. So you feel physically well. When your root chakra is open, you feel like you have abundance, like I have enough food because food is physical needs. I have a place to live. I have a car. You even feel like you have enough money. I know most of us never feel like we have enough money. But the way I describe it is that even a millionaire, billionaire, if they have a root chakra blockage, they are going to feel like there is not enough money. They're missing something. Okay, so I don't want to miss the comments today, so I'm going to read this one from Ishmael. Hey, Ishmael. Grass is greener mentality. Yeah, so when that root chakra is blocked and it's imbalanced and the energy is not flowing, everything looks better. You're looking out because your roots are not in. So you ever seen a plant where plants try to save themselves. So like this grass is or the pot that you have them in is too small, they'll start growing up out of it and coming out of it. They're trying to get to something else because it's not stable. Or if you put another plant beside the other plant, sometimes this plant will start reaching and growing into this plant and overflowing its own pot because it's the roots are coming out. That's what we tend to do ourselves when our pot is too small. Like I was talking about in my last video, my last live, we need to make changes when we don't feel fulfilled. If we don't make changes, we overgrow our pot. And then what happens when we overgrow our pot? It can break. If this is a relationship, you got a lot of anger and you got a lot of battles and a lot of basically it's breaking, and to the point of you break up. If it's a job, it's going to break. You're going to break that pot and end up, running out of there the way you don't want to leave. Anything, if you outgrow it and you have that root chakra issue, you are going to bust out that pot, grow out that pot or something. So you need to get stabilized. You need to make some changes. So with that being said, it doesn't mean you necessarily need to go to a whole new plot of land, a whole new Atlanta, a whole new New York. You just need to make some changes. And now your roots are, in that house that you're living in, your roots are tight. So maybe we need to clear out some things. Maybe there's some people that don't need to be there and it's overflowing your house, and it's like, I love this house before I let you move in. Or maybe but something needs to change, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a big up and move out of your current situation. You need to just change some things, cut some leaves off, cut a little bit of roots. Something might be rotten, you might have a fungus going on. We need to think about what is making me feel unfulfilled in my current space when it was okay. So you probably like, do you want to talk? Because you just said the other day that you was all over the place, and then you decided to settle down there in the Atlanta area. You are correct. I'm going to read this comment. I think people should be balanced and happy before most relationships can be established. Yeah, I agree with that too. Thanks again, Ishmael. We have to formulate our roots, and we can have that fungus growing. And then when that fungus is growing, that's when we go trauma bond with somebody else. Oh, you got a fungus? I had a mushroom growing on me. I had a mushroom growing on me too. It came from this person that I used to date. We basically talk about what happened to us in our last relationship and how it's affecting our current stability and our current roots. And then it's like when you get with this new person, and then it doesn't work out, you like, what happened? I shared everything with them. You basically told them you got a fungus and you ain't stable, and then they probably weren't even listening, to be honest, because they was too busy talking about, yeah, my fungus is white and it's growing in my roots, and this happened to me this many years ago. So you're really not even listening to each other when you're trauma bonding. That's why I encourage you to go to some type of professional outside of your relationship, outside of your friendship, because friendships are relationships too. So you don't want to just sit there and dump on your friend and dump on people. You want to include a professional so that these relationships can stay genuine and loving, and not, I got this going on, and everybody just, trying to heal each other, but nobody knows how to cure the fungus. So get you somebody, okay? So you probably like, D, you want to talk? You travel nurse, and you told us on your last live that you was looking for something, and then you ended up in Atlanta, and then you found your husband. So I think my husband is in Atlanta too, or my husband is in Houston or somewhere. Let me tell you something. Like I said on the last live, it is a rare conversation when you talk to me, because I didn't just wake up and decide, okay, yeah, I'm going to be a life coach. Yeah, I'm going to be an intuitive coach. Yeah, it is. I was in therapy and stuff myself, and she said, you sound like you would be a good coach. because you saying this and you helping your friends and you doing it. I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't thought about any of those things. And it was like, she told me, you sound like you would be a great entrepreneur and a coach. And that's the first time I thought about it. So, yeah, it's a rare conversation talking to me because I didn't push myself into this. It wasn't like I decided I'm going to do this because I want to quit my job. I was perfectly okay with going back to my job. I was just stressed out. And it was like, you need to be helping people in this way. Not only will it help you, but you will help so many people because you're doing it anyway. And she was right. I'm doing it anyway. I was doing it anyway. Everybody at my desk, and we powwow, and I'm like, girl, do this and do that. So what the thing is, when people are not paying you for coaching and they're your friend, or they're just not paying you for coaching, the advice that you give can be detrimental to the relationship because they ain't asked you for all that. Especially if you're intuitive and you got this foresight, like, girl, you need to leave him alone, girl. And they're gonna be like, girl, you just jealous, girl, you just you know. And then you get these issues in your relationships when you really need to be walking in your purpose. So that's when I stepped into my purpose. And now this is what I do for work. And it's beautiful because people are asking for the guidance. But again, it's a rare conversation to talk to me because I have been all over the country. And I remember when I was travel nursing, I would show up. Yeah, this was before everybody started wearing lashes a lot. And I came down here to Atlanta and they was actually laughing at my lashes. They was like, why you got them lashes? And I was like, man, in Houston, they wearing lashes, man. In Little Rock, everywhere I've been, we wearing lashes. They taught me to wear lashes. It sounds, I know I'm a little bit off topic, but I just let spirit flow. But it was funny because you would think the way the lashes looking now real big and huge that Atlanta would have been on, but in my opinion Atlanta was late because they was like, girl, your lashes long, they real long, they real long. But anyway, they used to come around me, the ladies that I was working with as a travel nurse, and they'd be like, ooh, you just love Houston, I want to move to Houston. I think I want a man, girl. What's the man down in Houston like? I'm like, the same. Oh, girl, you came from Memphis. Is it any men? Because ain't no men here in Atlanta, girl. And I was like, the same. Oh, girl, you went to Charlotte. What's the men like in Charlotte, girl? Like, the whole time in between segregation, we talk about what the men are like in different cities. And I'm like, the same. Like, y'all, what you looking for is not there. Atlanta, Houston, Miami, all of them are the same when you come to the point of relationships. Like, it's all the same. So, like the post I just made, the relationship that you are searching for is not in another city. It is within you. So once you realize, hey, this is what I'm looking for, and it takes a long time to really recognize that you're searching for something that's missing within you, because we don't want to be honest. We want to be honest and say, I'm feeling a little void going on. I'm feeling a little bland inside. We don't want to stir up our own fire. We want to put it on somebody else. And then we get into the relationships. He's not doing what I need him to do. And yeah, I'm going to talk to the ladies today, because if I'm honest, most of my clients are ladies. I do have some guys, but the reason why I often fuss and everything towards a female standpoint is because I have a lot of clients who are ladies, and I feel like that's how I need to say it. Like, girl, leave that man alone. It ain't his fault that you don't know who you are. And some ladies might take it as, these men are no good and they doing this to us, and Nurse D always fussing at us and that we did something. Because you cannot control another person. You can control yourself. You can make better decisions for yourself. So that's why I talk in that point of view, especially at the bottom of my post in the Nurse D-ism view. I'm being kind of funny and just talking slang and all of that. I'm usually like coming from a standpoint, girl, go on with what you doing, Because what I'm trying to say, y'all, is that my loves, you are in control of yourself. You do not have to let yourself go through the things that you've been going through, and you're searching for something outside of yourself that, and I'm not talking from a point of on my high throne, Miss Goody Two Shoes. The reason why it's important to know my background, and when you choose a coach, know their background, is because I can relate. I can relate. There is nothing that I've ever said that I'm teaching about is like, she got it all messed up. You know, she need to get herself together. Me, had to get myself together. And that's how I fell into this type of work. And that's why it's been so easy, because it flows from my core, because it's like these are the things that I'm sharing, that is like, it doesn't have to be that way. You can change. You can make different decisions. You can stop trying to make something work that's not for your highest good. And when you stop trying to make things work outside of yourself, that's not for your highest good, you end up attaching to everything that's for your highest good, and you have this beautiful life. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could have kept trying to make something work, but listen to me. When you are with somebody for years and years and years and you're not fulfilled, that's not their fault. So when you're like, he doesn't take me on dates, or he's not romantic, or he's not speaking my love language, and all these things that we are asking for that's not being met, that's not that person's fault. Once you recognize that this person is not a match for me, you can verbalize that. That's the first step. Not being afraid to express what you need. You can't just go out and start being with Tom when you got this. That's not spiritually, I don't want to say the wrong stuff and make somebody mad, but whatever. That's not spiritually good. That's not good energy, because you got this at home that you want to get better, but you're trying to make it better by jumping on that. That's not going to fix your situation in your home, my love, because you have a root chakra issue. There's an issue in the home, and the home, before it's the home that you're physically in, the home is right here. The home is you. The home is your body. So there is an issue within you. The reason why you connected with this person that is appearing to not be your person in the first place, and you're continuing the cycle when you jump and you go connect with somebody else, or you decide, I'm going to go to a new city and looking for, there's no men here, and all these things that we're saying. The issue is on the home front, and your spirit is living inside of your home front. So this is your home that you need to work on first before you feel like somebody else can fulfill you. Okay? So it's a rare conversation to talk to me, because I've been there, I've traveled, I've been all these places, and the men are not any different. And a lot of the ladies that I was working with, I see them now, and they're traveling, and they're out and about, still single, or maybe they might be with somebody, but you know, I'm not really paying attention. But you know, sometimes I see them and they're still single, and I'm like, she said she was gonna move to Houston and get a man, and they in Houston and still ain't got a man, because you know, it's various issues. I wasn't life coaching and stuff back then, so I didn't dig into people's lives and I didn't get much information. But what I'm saying is that though these people have moved, they haven't found what they were looking for, apparently. So what you were looking for is within you. It's within you. It's a root chakra thing. So y'all can jump on in and start studying the root chakra, or you can come on over here. Well, I'm studying. I've been studying all day today on these things, because the reason why I study a lot is because I want to feel good. So it's really a selfish reason. First off, I want to feel good. I study because all this stuff helps me And then it's like I share it in the programs with my clients. So it's like a win-win situation. When I'm studying, I am also gaining knowledge to be more efficient in what I do and more efficient in helping my clients. So yeah, you can come on over here and work with me. I am an intuitive coach, which is like life coaching on 1,000, because we're gonna tune into you and tune into what you need. Let me make sure I talked about everything I wanted to talk about today. All right, because you know I did make some notes. Yeah, that's all it looks like. This will be a quick one. So yeah, if y'all got any topics you want to talk about, hit it at the bottom. If you get too extensive, yes, I'm gonna recommend that we work together in program. Thank you for being here. You got a lot of stuff to help you. I am drinking root chakra tea because I want to make sure my root is good. When you make sure your root is good, it also helps with your home and your marriage and everything. And I got this husband, and I wanna you know, I ain't got these kids, and I got this house, and I got this business. All this stuff needs to be flowing. Abundance, that's the root chakra. So I'm drinking this root chakra tea. Like I said this to say, it's on my website, thelisteninghands.com/shop. Go on to the website, click. You're going to see all type of things to help you. If you like, oh, you know, working with D isn't in my budget yet, go on and put it on your vision board, girl. Go on and put it on there. Put it on your holiday list that you want to come on to Nurse D, okay? He gonna get it for you. Go ahead. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and get you some tea on the website. It is not that expensive. Alright, I got one more comment before I get out of here. Men and women have to build a mental and emotional fortitude before declaring themselves mature enough to love, trust, and consider others. Okay, I see you preaching. All right, go ahead and get your podcast. Go ahead and come on my podcast because you're dropping a lot. But I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.